Prominent members of the African Democratic Congress (ADC) on Wednesday led the Save Nigeria Democracy protest to the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Israel renewed its strikes in South Lebanon on Wednesday as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insisted the Iran war truce does not include Lebanon. The strikes came despite Iran-backed armed group Hezbollah, which drew Lebanon into the Middle East war by attacking Israel on March 2nd, not claiming any operation since 1 a.m. Israel renewed an evacuation order for an area more than 40 kilometers inside Lebanon, saying the battle in Lebanon is ongoing. It followed another warning to evacuate a building in the southern Tyre region, which Israel then struck, according to Lebanon's state-run national news agency. At number 9, the president of the Confederation of African Football was in Dakar on Wednesday, nearly a month after the body's shock decision to strip Senegal of its AFCON title and award it to Morocco. Patrice Motsepe announced the trip at the end of March, stating that he would travel to Senegal and Morocco to emphasize the importance of working together to grow African football. As his organization faces considerable criticism, President Bassirou Diomaye Faye will receive Motsepe at the Presidential Palace later in the day, with a press conference to follow. At number 8, the Kogi State Police Command has arrested suspect in connection with the murder of a fresh graduate of Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University and recovered his stolen tricycle. The command spokesperson ASP Saliu Oyiza Afusa disclosed this in a statement issued in the early hours of Wednesday, noting that the arrest followed a well-coordinated intelligence-led operation. At number 7, operators in Nigeria's downstream oil sector have projected potential price relief as the Dangote Petroleum Refinery confirmed that crude oil deliveries from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited doubled in March, boosting prospects for improved fuel availability. The operators, however, noted that the price relief would be guaranteed if the government reduced the price of crude supplied to the Dangote refinery, and they commended the increase in oil volumes supplied to the $20 billion Lekki base planned by NNPC last month. At number 6, the Naira weakened to 1,389 Naira per dollar after the United States, Israel, and Iran agreed to a 2-week temporary ceasefire. According to data from the Central Bank of Nigeria's website on Tuesday, the Naira weakened to 1,389 Naira per dollar from 1,382 Naira per dollar, recorded from the Easter festive break. Intraday trading showed the currency fluctuating between 1,381 Naira per dollar and 1,390 Naira per dollar, with an average rate of 1,386 Naira per dollar. Global currency markets reacted strongly to geopolitical developments involving the war, boosting investor confidence. At number 5, the police command in Lagos State has apprehended an 18-year-old suspect in connection with a 20 million threat to life and ransom demand case. The Commissioner of Police, Fatai Tijani, disclosed during a briefing on Tuesday at the command headquarters in Ikeja. He said the arrest followed a carefully executed decoy operation by police operatives. According to him, the command received a complaint from the Ojokoro Local Council Development Area concerning a threat to life and a demand for 20 million naira. At number 4, the Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU, University of Jos Branch, has declared a total and indefinite withdrawal of services following the non-payment of March 2026 salaries and the exclusion of the earned academic allowance from staff remuneration. In a statement issued on Wednesday by the branch chairperson, Gerbel Mowus, the union directed all its members to immediately abstain from lectures, examinations, and statutory meetings. The industrial action, which takes effect from Wednesday, April 8, 2026, complies with resolutions of the union's National Executive Council and the branch Congress. At number 3, a high court in Katsina State has ordered an immediate suspension of all activities of the African Democratic Congress in the state, pending the determination of a substantive suit fixed for April 15, 2026. The order was issued on Tuesday by Justice A. Tucker following an ex parte application filed by the state party chairman Usman Wamba. Listed as defendants in the suit are Lawan Batagarawa, Babangida Ibrahim Mahuta, the national leadership of the ADC, and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). At number 2, several homes have been reportedly burnt down as suspected terrorists killed no fewer than 5 persons and abducted several residents during an attack on the Baga community in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. It was further gathered that at least 8 members of the local vigilante group sustained injuries while attempting to repel the attackers, but were overwhelmed by the superior firepower of the assailants. The injured victims are currently receiving treatment at a medical facility. At number 1, prominent members of the African Democratic Congress ADC on Wednesday led the Save Nigeria Democracy protest to the headquarters of the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC. Hundreds of their supporters and members of the Kwankwaso movement also attended the protest. The protest began at the Maitama roundabout in the city and terminated at INEC's headquarters. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.